be. It ain't worth it. I've been scapegoats.
Oh, it feels like you passed through a lot.
Oh, the last one wants to come out my soul. Come and tell me, say, what will you lose? I will lose my life. My life. Like, I will not be this person again. And I feel like that's my biggest fear. I wouldn't be myself because of what, because of man. All I want to reject, I reject it from me in Jesus' mighty name. Why is it that men think because of their problem is women? Like, I don't get it, but why? So I was on Snapchat, as I am always on Snapchat, and I was scrolling through, and this guy has sent me a streak, and his streak, he goes, why do that women think that these weddings, like that's the JP2025 and the kegel that's going on now, yeah, you're gonna have that dream wedding as well, but they don't know that you're not gonna have it, right? Then he now goes on there to caption it, this is the reason for the high amount of fraud. And I'm like, no, but nobody asked you to do fraud. That's your business. That's you to deal with, because you are telling me that, oh, because women want to have a high life and live a soft life, that's why you're doing fraud. If you don't do it, someone else is gonna do it. So that is really your business. But getting into it, I'm sure you guys are gonna wonder, like, why is my seat so empty? Where's my friend? But as of this moment, Timmy is in Nigeria. She's handling some family issues. So yeah, watching this, no matter where, and send us positive energy, send Timmy good vibe, and just send Timmy well wishes. Timmy, I love you so much. It's crazy that I'm doing this without you. Doesn't feel the same, okay? Doesn't feel the same. But the show must go on, and we're ready to get the show rolling. So let me cross, guys. Last week or this week, whatever, because normally Timmy will ask me, Ola, how's your day going? Now I answer, guys, they broke into our house. I know, that's what I thought as well, but they broke into our house, and since then I have been so traumatized. Tammy as well, oh, she's not here, but like, we've been so traumatized. The slightest jam of the door, like, I start to flinch, and I'm somebody that doesn't flinch. I'm literally someone that scares people. Now I be flinching, I'm scared, I see lights, I'm like, who is that? Now let me tell you the story time. They broke up into our house because we went to get Nando's. They ordered us a pair of Nando's. What did I say a pair? No. They ordered us some Nando's, right? And I went downstairs to pick it up, and then I picked it up and went back to my room. I had a guest over. Timmy was in our room, and all of a sudden, we're eating our Nando's, then we hear loud bangs. Like, you know when someone closed the door, but they're technically slamming it? And one thing about Timmy and I is like, we are very careful when it comes to closing the door, moving around. We try to be as quiet as possible. Like, we're here, but we're not here kind of vibe. And then I heard that, and I'm like, oh, because my guest goes, oh, did you hear that noise? I'm like, I heard that as well. And he's like, oh, that's very unlike you guys. I'm like, I think Timmy's downstairs. She probably just finished eating her food, and she's doing her dishes. That's what I thought. So tell me why I'm watching Temptation Island, eating my Nando's. When I say eating, I was munching it, and I'm such a Nando's eater. So I'm eating my Nando's, and then I heard a knock on my door. So when I heard a knock on my door, I got up because I thought it was Timmy trying to knock, and I was like, oh, Timmy, I'm coming. You get me? But I didn't get up on time. I didn't open the door and get out of the house on time. I was still there, still laughing, because life is funny now. And I was asking my friend, I'm like, did you hear the knock? He's like, oh yes, Timmy. I'm like, no. Did you hear the knock? He's like, no. I'm like, I heard a knock. Okay, then I opened the door. I go outside. Nobody's there. I go to Timmy's room and I'm like, Timmy, did you knock on my door? She goes, no. Aha! It was at that moment I said, there's somebody in this house. Timmy looks at me and she's like, she's so abundant. She's watching Korean on her laptop, and she's just lying down. And I'm looking back, I'm like, I heard a knock. She's like, she didn't hear a knock. I'm like, Timmy, I heard a knock. Then I asked her, I'm like, oh, did you go downstairs? She's like, no. I'm like, did you hear that door that slammed downstairs? She's like, yeah, she thought it was me. I'm like, it's definitely not me. Is it you? She's like, it's not her. And I'm like, okay, I heard that somebody just knocked on my door. Something is wrong. Guys, I turned back and I started to pray. It's a crazy. Timmy keeps trolling me tomorrow because Timmy's like, oh, your hard guy. You can just a little, you don't know who is there, maybe a spirit, you start praying. I'm like locked in. Any devil here, you better get the fuck out. There's no space for you here. This is the house of children of God. You know, I'm going off, right? And then I go back to my room because you know, in your head, you're just like, nobody heard that. I heard that. And I'm like, did I hear it for the right reason? Is God trying to worry me for something? Did you get me? But then the security had called us and they're like, oh, you know, some bunch of W's, like kids, I don't know, probably they were coming back from school. They had gone into the door. They said they saw the door open, but the chances were slim because the door was closed. It wasn't just locked, but it was closed. And it's like, they got upstairs because the security goes, oh, did anything get lost? I was like, no, I do not know about that. But everything looks in place. I mean, they didn't take our TV, so how will I really know? Do you get? Except they took something very small, but yeah. And I'm like, no, he's like, oh, they didn't go upstairs. I'm like, they knocked at my door. Why is nobody validating the fact that I heard a knock on my door? Somebody did that. Like, somebody really did that. I don't know if it was the kids. I don't know if it was some spirit, but like, somebody did that. And that actually, like, I don't know, it scared me. And it really showed me that, you know, people that have experienced people breaking into their houses, Jesus, how do people do it? I've been terrified. Like, they didn't even steal anything. There's no gun to my head. Imagine back in Nigeria and like some of you just got robbed and stuff. This is the first time in my life I'm experiencing a break-in. I've never had before. I've heard like my family members have it, you know, my neighbors, but never had one. So it's like, it has shaken me up that even if I'm going to Tesco is literally what 5 minutes walk. I'm locking the door. I'm going to the gym. I'm bolting that door. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm not giving anybody room for chances because I'm like, what if they walk upstairs with the knife? Or what if I open the door and they stab me? Like, anything could have happened. Anything. Your girl might have not been here. Imagine your girl might have not been there. And that would have been so scary. But yeah, I think that wasn't bad enough. This week, God has been testing my patience, my faith, everything. He has just been like, I'm just gonna play with all that because tell me why I lost my phone. Yeah, yes, you heard that right. I lost my phone, guys. I had like a day plan. You know, I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna go to Super Valley because I needed to recycle water. I'm gonna do all of that. And then I did that. But tell me why I was outside. I was like, oh, let me film this video. I'm sure you guys have seen that Kendrick Lamar sound video that I did. That boom, back, boom, back. I lost my phone that day. You know, all the TikTok, all the I lost my phone that day. You know, it's not really about what you see on social media, right? And it was at that moment I just realized that I really had to ground myself because I went back to look for my phone. I know when your phone, like, you lose something, your heart just goes bing, bing. I'm not someone that loses stuff. I keep all my stuff together. I proud myself. I'm very tight. If it's there, I know it's there, right? And then I'm like, I'm in disbelief. I'm like, my phone's not in my pocket. Where is it? My heart is beating. But at the same time, I'm so scared. I'm like, what the fuck? Language. But like, why do you do that? And at the same time, I'm like, it's just a phone. If it misplaces, that's what it is. You know, I'm trying to ground myself and not let like negativity take over and just like, you know, sort it out. And for those of you that will have asked, oh, why didn't you find your iPhone? It wasn't working. You people, I had to come back on first. I first ate one nice goat meat because I was like, with all of this, I cannot still be hungry on top. God forbid. I ate the goat meat and I'm like, let me start the search for my phone. And then I tried it again, and to find the iPhone starts to work. It tells me where my phone is, but where it tells me the location, I'm like, it doesn't match with the street address. It was just, it was a thing. I was going in circles, like I was going in circles, but I was still trying to keep faith. And luckily for me, the security guy had found it, and I remember, like, I just knocked the door. I was like, did you see any iPhone? He's like, yeah. I'm like, it has a black and white casing. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, can I have it? It's mine. He's like, no, you need to put the password. I'm like, okay, this is it. That is my mobile phone. And yeah, that's how I got my phone back. But I won't lie, it was very scary. In my head, I was like, I wanted to give that phone to my brother. I was son, and yeah, I was just like, I was saying it was like amazing stuff. At the same time, still like affirming myself, like it's okay. It's just your phone. It could be anything worse. You know, it's not really. It's a loss that you can like accept, and I'd rather take this loss than have to take a bigger loss. But luckily for me, I found it. I think the good part is that I found it. That's all that matters. And yeah. So obviously, I'm sure you're like, it's not like I'm going to sit down here and talk by ourselves since morning. No, no. No, I'm not, because I was like, that's gonna be a little bit boring. So I decided to bring some guy. I'm sure you guys have heard his name because Victoria and I be ranting about him. You know, we've called him Mr. W sometimes, other times we call him Waju. But today, my guest, my temporary guest, before he gets back behind the cameras again, is going to be the man that is behind our cameras. And first, I just give you that our jokes firsthand before you guys see it. So, meet our big guy, Mr. W. So, guys, obviously. Why you
Stop. No. I have to maintain my style.
Exactly. This is not filming time. You're on air. So act like you're on air, okay? So obviously you heard us talk about him. This is him in person, in flesh. Make sure you follow him while do photography. But yeah, this is Mr. W. You want to introduce yourself to watchers and listeners?
Hello, my fans. Sorry, oops.
They're not your fans. First off, maybe a fan of your work, maybe.
Oh.
But your fans, nah, they don't know. They don't know you before.
Anyways, hello. My name is James. So my name is Waju. My name is Waju. That's about it.
That's about it. Okay, first off, yeah, because I know you to a certain extent, so I'm just going to ask certain questions. Your name is Waju. Waju, what's your full name?
Waju photography.
What's your full name, Waju?
That's. I feel like that's a deep question, though.
Okay.
Cause.
Okay, how did you get to the name Waju? That's my question.
So, Waju is like the short form of like a full name. That's like my tribal name.
Can you stop?
Waju is the short form of Larry Waju. So.
You guys hear? His name is Olari Waju, but he has decided that I don't want to call myself Larry. He wants to call himself Waju. And I'm like, are you okay? The first time I heard that, I was like, boy.
Waju just has a bit of personality to it, doesn't it?
It's a nice one, I can't even lie. Like, Larry is very...
Larry is washed. Like, every Olari Waju is Larry. And the way...
It's called, I hate the pronunciation of Larry.
It gives me goosebumps.
Exactly, I get you. Watch is nice. It fits your aesthetic anyway.
Yeah.
It fits your vibe, your photography vibe, your personal vibe.
Oh, yeah, flattering me.
Bro, this is the reason why I need to have men in my show. What's about this boy? Is he okay? Anyway, so obviously, like I was saying in the beginning, I'm sure that you've heard that there were like a lot of weddings that was going on this season.
To be honest, yeah, like looking at all these weddings, it's just, I don't know. So you have to do Yahoo or something.
No, you're so, I'm telling, like, that is so right. Do you know? That's exactly how I feel.
Because like, how you can't work 9 to 5 and cook that kind of wedding.
Why'd you give me a handshake? Yes.
Not.
Because ever since I've seen like the JP2025, the Kego 25, the only thing I've thought about is I need to get my bread up like mad. I need to do fraud. That's it. I genuinely need to do fraud.
But wait. If like we want to go through the safe route, if not fraud, how else can you get that kind of?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Especially at our age, considering the fact that we're very close to getting married. It'll take maybe the blow on Easter. God is a miraculous God. Anything can happen. I'm very proud of that. But aside from that, those weddings look... You know, it's one thing to be expensive and it's another thing to look expensive.
Yeah, for real.
They look expensive and they air.
Especially like the outfit. I don't know, like the outfit and the setting of the wedding as well. Like,
and it's the amount of photographers that were on ground at time. In my head, I'm like, for you to have that amount of photographers,
definitely.
You are balling with some money.
Because do you know how much one photographer will charge?
They were going live. I actually saw me during the whole wedding. Like, I'm at work, literally. Okay, I hope none of my friends this is what I'm at work, during my break time. I'm literally, you know how they like to chat, and I'm just on my phone, I'm on live. And she's like, what's happening? I'm like, there's a wedding in Nigeria, the JP2025. I'm literally giving her a rundown. And they're like, oh, how much a wedding cost? Yeah. I'm like, a wedding could cost like 100 million upwards. And I'm sure that costs more. Yeah, so it's like, they're like, 100 million. I know too. But honestly, do you think people take loans for weddings?
That's a good question actually. I think it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Like people could take loan. I don't know if that's a wise decision though. Like, but that's not the question. The question is if people take loans. I think they do, and it depends on how much loan. Because I'm not trying to take like 5 million.
No.
That's even like, I'm just trying to be modest, right? 5 million loan to do wedding. Like, you don't know if
First off, Waju, why are you guys married to someone that you don't know if? Why did you not marry?
No. See, like, I'm not saying that. Obviously, people get married and they stay together.
Yeah.
But also, people get married and they don't stay together.
Well, it's one time. It doesn't matter. It's a wedding. A wedding is one time. I don't think I care.
If you
Obviously,
stay together,
I want to stay together. I want to stay with my partner forever. But like, I also want a lavish wedding. Since I've seen the whole JP, Priscilla and Joanne's wedding, I've been like, I never used to really care about marriage. I never used to think about it. It's not something that really puts me. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, we'll come. But now I'm like, do you see that rock? You better buy me a fucking rock, else I ain't gonna talk to you.
The vibe I'm getting now is that it's the wedding going on, not even the marriage.
The marriage will be okay. You do the marriage relationship already. But that wedding, like, I used to also be the person that would be like, oh, for my wedding, I want like 200 guests max. Sometimes I trust my mom, I'm like 50 guests. I don't give a shit. Because I'm like, okay, I don't want so many people. I want it to be intimate. But after saying that JP2025, I want a carnival. Give me a carnival! Where is my... Because and I get why our parents are, how our parents are like, oh, they need to have a big wedding. Yeah. It's because they need to show off. They just need to show off and show out.
So that showing off too is expensive, isn't it?
Life is expensive.
Don't you think, wait, this is a very genuine question.
Yeah.
Don't you think you can show off with a small wedding as well?
You can't. I don't know. You just can't. It just has to be big. It has to be lavish.
So, in your own terms now, like how many or how much people would you say is like to come for the wedding is like large enough?
I feel 1,000 is large, but we will do the 1,000, maybe 250 guests, like 250.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I also don't want to have a very big wedding and doesn't eat. I will be sad. I'll cry.
Cause like I don't know. Obviously, I've not planned a wedding before.
Yeah.
But like I feel like having like a large wedding is kind of burdensome because like you still, in as much as like you're catering for like the whole aesthetic, you're catering for like the people there as well.
Yeah.
So like that's really expensive.
It's expensive. I think you're thinking about it from the white mentality because it's white people that be like, yes, he's whitewashed. That's like AWs. He's whitewashed.
See my skin, black.
It's not about that. If you see what he was playing before he got here, some UK chills, some jams, but whatever. The thing is, I feel like as a Nigerian, it's just one thing like, it's not really about the wedding. Okay. It's also about the fact, it's normal to cater for your guests. Like, if you don't cater for them, who's going to cater for them?
Guys, she gave me a pink cup.
Because 716 has been color pink.
I say, man, I'm drinking from a pink cup.
He's homophobic, guys.
No. This is internet. I didn't say that. I'm just saying, like, it just itches my body.
I think he's homophobic. Because why don't you want to see the pink cup? Like, you are in the pink house.
It's fine. It's making me feel like Barbie. Go on.
Anyway, so it's like, as a Nigerian, you just feel like you have to cater for them. But, I don't know, considering how close...
The way you're sounding is like you want to bring people for the wedding, you don't give them food.
I have to give them food around. If I can't feed you, then why am I inviting you here? Like, it's not going to work. But yeah, I just have a change of mind because... And I need to make money. See, things I've thought about... You better watch this pod. Follow me on Insta. Follow me on every single social media. I need money. Do you see how the bride came in like they carried her on her neck, on their... Yeah. I was like, what the heck? And on TikTok, people now starts to go, it's somebody's husband that is carrying her. Well, that's the circle of life, girl.
Yeah.
We're trying not to be in that lane, okay? That's why we're all working hard.
Is that an entrance you'd like to make, though?
I don't think it's an entrance I would like to make, but just seeing it, because I haven't seen that in Nigeria for a while. So like seeing that, it just was me. I want to dance. Like, I mean, you're around it, like from the beginning to the end. And even I personally even think like all these other guys at wedding, they are rushing. Because in my head, I'm like, I pay for you to be here. You're gonna be here the entire day. Do you get me? Because they always like, hey, don't be spitting on me. I'm the person. I'm the one that came for the show. And because I watched like the entire video as well. Like I said, I was live. It's crazy that it also shows me how much production goes into like these simple things.
Yeah.
Because when the couple is dancing, you know, they're tired, they want to go back to their seat, and people are like, the camera crew, they're like, oh no, you have to come back. We haven't done the smoke on the ground. You know, we haven't done all of that. But yeah, speaking of marriage, I get married soon. I'm expecting you to tell you that. Tell us that you're married.
That's. Thank you very much for that question. I think that's a deep question, isn't it? There are a lot of factors involved, I would say. If I blow, like definitely there's nothing stopping me now.
What's wrong with that generation? I'm thinking that we need to blow before we get married.
It's not like we need to blow, but then like,
it's about finding love, no?
That one, we blame that one behind.
I get it though.
Because I think was it even on Instagram that I saw one lady was like, oh yeah, someone commented, I can't wait to meet the love of my life. And that lady commented on that, instead of waiting for the love of your life, why don't you just go and chase money? Something like that. It's just like, people have left love in like 2012 or something.
But at the same time, money is the root of all evil, guys. Make sure you, as long as you're willing to do evil things, you make money. Which is true. Which is very true.
That's another perspective.
Yeah, I just feel like for me, and marriage is like, I never thought I'd get to the age where they think, like my mom and her sisters, they would call it like, what's that for? I called my auntie on her birthday. I'm like, happy birthday. You know, we're having a conversation. And after the happy birthday, she goes, oh, what's a bobo? I'm like, what do you mean by that? She's like, no, bobo now. What do you mean? I'm like, I just want to make money. She's like, no, you know, you can make money and have the man. That's what God calls double blessing. She literally goes into selling the idea to me. And I'm just there like, cricket.
I think for me, like it's really important that like forget the whole wedding stuff. It's just like finding someone who is worth being with, and like to get to that process, to get to that point, there are a lot of like processes that have to go into, like, you don't just meet well, this is my perspective. Perspective. You don't just meet someone and then like because both of you like each other, hence people will get to that point of getting married. Like you'd first have to check if, first of all, with like character wise, are you guys compatible? Are there things that this person likes that me I don't like? So like from that point even to getting to dating, it's long days, a whole struggle. Because like obviously you meet 1 billion people that you find attractive. But and another pressing thing, I just realized this, oh my days. I feel like I don't know if I would say it's a positive or a negative that you can't read people's thoughts.
Okay.
And so like the fact that you think, because I'm a very optimistic person, right? I'll have a chat with someone and in my head I'm like, damn, this is the best chat I've had. Like she probably had the time of her life because she was smiling and all. And we get home and I text her, she's not replying me, she has unfollowed me or something. So it's like I couldn't even see that from like the aura. Long day. To get to that point, oh my god.
That's his favorite word, first off, long day. He gives me, and all he has told me at every single inconvenience, long day. Like, what's that about? But I hear it. I actually hear it, like, oh, the whole, you know, like, you need to know, you need to be sure. Marriage is a big deal. It's a very big deal. I mean, that's why we're taking our time. Like, our generation is taking our time. And, like, I just know one day I'll be married. Like sometimes I'm like, Jesus, I'm not cooking food for Timmy. I'm cooking food for one man. One man.
It's telling me I can't even imagine it.
No, Timmy's alright. Timmy's like marriage where count her out in. I feel like Timmy's going. If Timmy goes, like obviously she's gonna get married, but he has to really prove himself. And I know with everybody it's a lot, but like he really has to prove himself to get her attention. Because things like, okay, why are you spitting over there? Like she really doesn't care. She really doesn't. She really doesn't care.
But that's something I ponder on though.
What?
When it comes to like all this relationship and marriage, like do you prove yourself to the person, or you let them love you the way you are?
Yeah, but you have to graft. You have to graft. Like when I say prove yourself, I'm not going to say like let them love you the way you are, but like you also have to show actions now. Do you get me? Let's say okay, like you're a gifter. That's who you are. If you don't gift me, I'm not gonna know that you're a gifter.
That's the dilemma, isn't it? Because like that's the way I love, right?
Yeah.
Like for example. For example.
Why you want to say that?
For example.
For example.
We're in a relationship.
For example.
For example, guys.
That's like relax. That's not happening. Okay.
Whoa,
I'm going to say to my worker. What the heck?
Photographer. Jeez.
That's enough. Like we have like a very we work like our business partners. Yeah. I feel like it would just really mix the environment up. I'm going to need therapy or some sort. At the moment, I'm not doing therapy.
Therapy is crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, what I'm saying, for example, in a relationship, and my love language is gifts, right? I love to give gifts. But that's not how you feel loved, getting gifts.
Okay.
You feel loved by just quality time. I don't really prioritize that.
Yeah.
If I'm showing you that, I love you by giving you gifts, but then like you don't receive love by receiving gifts, that's not going to work, is it?
It's not going to work, definitely not. It's like no matter how much you show someone, you also have to love them in their own language first. Before they now see like, okay, because it's a two-way thing, because she also has to understand that, okay, I also have to understand like, oh, you also, that's your way of giving gifts. Do you get me? I can also just sit on my side. It's a thing that you have to like meet in the middle. Like that's the whole thing when people say like relationship, everything, you can't really be on one side. You have to meet that middle ground, that middle line, you must touch it. If not, you must well not be together. Like anyway. But you're talking about relationships and marriages and all of that. I was telling Timmy randomly in the house, I'm like, if I have a husband, obviously I'm going to have a husband. Yeah, anyway. When I'm married, I'm going to put Mago on my husband, right? I don't know if you guys are going to. Waju doesn't know what Mago means, so I'm going to explain to him.
How did you know that? I don't know what that means.
You don't know what it means, do you?
No, I don't. But like, it's like you read my mind because I was like, what's Margot? And then she's like, why she doesn't know what that means?
You don't know what it means. And yes, I have superpowers, okay? You just don't know about that.
Go on.
But yeah, so Margot is like, if you used to watch like those old Yoruba movies, it's like they'll put this thing on the floor that if
I have a feeling I know where I'm going.
Like, so if you work with someone and she has sex with someone else, she's either dying or so assaulting, so things like that. And I was telling him, I'm gonna do that for my husband. So in case he thinks, and even if, like, I'm not also doing it because, when he gets caught, I'll just forgive him and take him back. It's just because, you have the guts to cheat on me, I will embarrass you. Me, I will embarrass you. You get me? So do you think it's something that you would do for your wife? Or to your wife?
I think my perspective is a bit different. In that I believe that love is free. So
I love it.
No. Like obviously, I get that. Like we're humans, we tend to be wicked. Some people, if you don't step on your toe, you will cry, bro. But like, I believe like you shouldn't. These are like 2 rules I always go with here. Yeah. You shouldn't like love someone one leg in, one leg out. You should always go all in. Yeah. And number 2, like you should let them be free, do whatever they want to do.
But he's free to do it. I'm just gonna know when he does it. It's not like, he can't. Obviously, because when he's in his body, he's not gonna know. He's gonna be like, I think I can cheat. It's just like an alarm. Like if you do it, you can't keep it a secret. I'm gonna know that. Come here.
But then, like, what happens when he does it? does it like just ring an alarm or like?
No, he's gonna probably start somersaulting or coughing. It's gonna be something very dramatic. Or maybe he's gonna get stuck in the woman. Like something very dramatic is going to happen.
Nah.
And obviously I'll find out.
For me, even like if my lady cheats on me,
yeah,
like if she's brave enough to cheat on me, then she should be brave enough to conceal it that I don't notice because I don't want to know. And the most seriously she's looking at me, I want my peace of mind for real.
Okay, but then it's like you're saying, oh, cheat on me, but don't tell me.
Like, don't cheat on me. But like, if you have the guts to cheat on me, then don't tell me. And like, conceal it in a way that I shouldn't find out.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Like,
if you have this girlfriend or you like you, you know that if he cheats on you now and he doesn't find out, he's gonna be happy about
like
it.
it's grand, but like, if I mistakenly find out about it, that's when there's a problem because like you're clever enough to cheat, but you're not clever enough to hide it.
I don't think people are clever with cheating. I feel like cheating is just cheating.
No.
It's just disrespect. Like that's just about it.
Yeah, like obviously it's disrespect, but then you have to feel cheated.
Well, so yeah, fair. But you're fine with someone cheating on you as long as you don't know about it.
Like I'm not fine with it. Don't get me wrong. Like don't cheat on me, right? But I'm just saying that if you cheat on me, right, I shouldn't know about it, especially when it's in like marriage and stuff. Like, cause me knowing about it already would break me. It's fine if I don't know about it.
So yeah, this is when you say ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss. Like
I hear it like sometimes like ignorance is bliss, but then I also feel like I also want to be competitive with the truth sometimes because you can't be telling me.
How many truths do you want to tell me?
Why are you cheating on me in the first place? Like, why is that? No, if you try, yes, all of you that say, oh, you like all that, you ready to cross over the broom.
But you know what's mad, yeah?
What?
I feel like it's still with my method, it's still perfect because if you end up telling me, you'll be free that you've told the truth and it has set you free.
Yeah.
But I'm burdened with you cheating on me. But then if you don't tell me, I'm free. But you're burdened with the I've cheated on him, but he doesn't like
I get that. That makes sense. But then I just feel like burden is two ways because if I cheated on someone, and then I like the person that I cheated on, but like it was just like a bust down moment, I would be upset that he's upset that I cheated on him. So we share the burden. Like I'm not cheating on you today. Like obviously I don't mean this as a grown up now. Like why the heck are I cheating? But that used to be like my logic when I was younger. I'll be like, oh, I cheated on you, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sad, blah blah blah. I like you, I still like you, I still want to do this. She's like, you're upset with me, I'm upset that you're upset with me. I need you to be fine with the fact that I cheated on you so I can be fine too.
Women, you do things that still spit on your face.
I just think the same thing. It's like it's really playing the end game. I feel like that's where I am at now. It's like, oh, the game's game. I'm ready to play the game. Okay, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're doing. I'm on it. You know, we're playing the game. We're getting there together.
But like, love shouldn't be a game.
When I know that he loves me and I feel peace, like I feel peace. I don't want to play games, but I'm not also gonna deny like growing up when you don't know.
Okay, yeah,
See,
that's fair.
I feel like, you know, it brings us to the next topic of like how are you so sure he's the one? And oh my goodness, when your stomach doesn't feel right, you know, you have butterflies in your belly, that's how you know he's not the one. And I know it should be opposite. The only time you know he's the person is when you have peace of mind. I'm telling you, butterflies and anxiety, besties. besties, because I've been with someone and it's like, when I say the worst time, like, I looked like I was dying. And this is when I met Timmy, right? This is the first time Timmy met me. I looked like I was dying. Then I was in the era of I wanted to get married. Timmy cracks jokes like in the house. She's like, oh, and I do remember that time you wanted to get married. I was like, shut up, I was a kid. I didn't know what I was thinking, right? But like, I was sad, I was losing weight. And that's just because he was very unsure of what we had. Like, I didn't know if we were in a relationship or not. So it's like, now I'm like, okay, peace. When people say it, that I married him because he gives me clock it. Clock it. Because at the end of the day, you want peace and you want somebody that actually really likes you. That one that is like, I'm about to get on the floor and crawl because of you. Yes, clock it.
Well, What if he really likes you but doesn't give you peace?
No, don't clock it. No. If he really likes you and doesn't give you, that means it's not meant to work now. Do you get me? That's your way of knowing, like, oh, it's not meant to work. And it's little things like, oh, see, if you are with him and you are breaking out, you're having acne, leave him. No, I'm actually being for real. It's a thing. Your body rejects people in different ways you have no idea about. Like, I'm saying this from the genuine, like, my body has rejected people in different ways. I've broken out in acne before. I've lost weight. I've looked like I wasn't like in my own body. Like, I've looked like a ghost. Tammy can confirm. Judge that. I've had to go to the hospital because of it. And it's like...
And you're not dating doctor?
I wasn't.
Sorry, that's a bad joke. Sorry.
He's a doctor, that's why. I forgot to say he's a medical doctor. I forgot to include that he's a medical doctor as well. But I'm telling you, like, my body was like, it was really bad. Like, it was really, really bad. And I still didn't listen. Like, I had so much coconut hair.
No, but like, at that point, like, would you have known that's the reason, though?
I knew. But I held on. It wasn't, you know
Love holds on.
See, you were saying love is enough. Don't persevere because of any fucking damn thing.
Oh,
the moment you see that is a red flag, you dip. You really, really did.
So like, you're trying to say that you don't believe in second chance, then?
No, that's the same question the idiot asked me. He goes, "Oh, can we go on a date?" No.
What if he has changed?
I don't give a shit about
He
that.
has changed.
I don't give a shit. Do you know how many people exist in this world for me to be giving one man chance? When I was younger, I used to say something. Me, I can never go back to my vomit. And you heard me right.
Oh.
Can never be back to the vomit. But when I was younger, baby, now go for me. I rather chew jeans. I would chew jeans. No.
This is somebody's 9 months. I call you vomit.
Whatever. No, because like when he texted me, he's like, "Oh, can we go on a date?" Date. Like, don't you understand that I don't like you? I don't like you anymore.
But wait, hang on.
Yeah.
So what if you know this kind of situations here where like one party likes the other person and then the other person doesn't like? Do you believe that like love would grow on you, or like once you like the person, if you don't like the person, don't like the person?
If you like the person, you like the person. If you don't like the person, you don't like the person. Because except you meet like another instance again. But at that moment when you people have tried that, like, just end it. Do you get me? Like if I come to you and I'm like, "Oh, I like you," and you don't like me, at this moment, end it.
Really? You don't think?
If we meet again, you see me again and you try your luck again, that time, yes. Because the thing is, we tend to make it work. We tend to be like, "Oh, he's gonna..." That process of he's gonna like you, he's gonna hate you. He's gonna think you're always gonna be there. He's gonna take advantage of you. I was watching this Temptation Island on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
And there are these two black couples. The black guy's on the show, and from the beginning to the end, all he talks about is how he wants a threesome. You're not 2 years old, like, if you want a threesome, go get a threesome, move on from it. But I think his current girlfriend, she's just in between. Her sexual life is like, okay, it's not 10 over 10. It's not like it's not 10 over 10. She doesn't just want to be crazy. You get? She's not like threesome and stuff like that. So he comes on the show, he has sex with her. He has sex with some other girls, so he had his threesome. And then he had the guts to say, "Oh, now he's over it. I don't even have a problem with that. Do whatever the fuck you want to do." But what pissed me off was when every time you're like, "Are you sure she'll take you back?" He kept saying, "Yes, she'll take me back. It wouldn't matter." That is why if any man say he doesn't like you at that moment in time, you carry your bag and your baggages, and you dip. Don't be anybody's scapegoat. Don't be. It ain't worth it. I've been scapegoats.
Oh, it feels like you've passed through a lot.
Oh, the last one wants to come out my soul. Come and tell me, say, "What will you lose?" I will lose my life. My life. Like, I don't want to be this person again. And I feel like that's my biggest fear. I wouldn't be myself because of what? Because a man. All I want to reject. I reject it from me in Jesus' mighty name. Okay? In Jesus' mighty name. Time for dwelling decisions. What's it called?
Dwelling decision.
Put more charisma.
Dwelling decision.
You guys, should we sell him? You can't sell him. He's still our assurance guy. I mean, we can't sell you for life.
How much?
You haven't
Should I send you?
whatever. I'll just send you away. I said, go away, Waju.
Chill.
But I hope you guys have been enjoying the fact that we have Waju here. Obviously, we missed Timmy. I just really want to say, I just went into like 30 minutes rant about Timmy to Waju behind the scenes. We miss you so much, Timmy, but we have to start the
Life
here.
goes on.
Ha! I'm like, go Timmy, I need you. I need you. Life doesn't go on, okay? Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna get back into it, and it's dwelling decision time. So I'm going to tell you Mr. W a dwelling decision story, and let's see what he thinks about it. So first off, on the street of the internet, and just in life in general, right? So the story is about like this couple, this woman, like she loved her man, down to earth, and so she loves him so much, right? Like, oh, you know, I love you, da da da. And then the guy, I don't know, they left Nigeria to the US together, to the UK together.
Why your story do you always involve the promotion?
Anyway, don't cause I going. They went from Nigeria to
Yes.
the UK. They went there together. So obviously they've been living together. And you know how there's this story of, you know, when you move your wife to the UK, she starts to act different. She doesn't want to cook again. That's your business. But yeah, that kind of thing was going on. Like they were probably beefing and all of that. Then all of a sudden, the man was like, oh, you know, he tells his wife that I'm going to divorce you, right? But the woman, being the smartest woman that I know in my books, you know what she did? The following day, yeah, she was like, okay, she filed for divorce, but then she flew back to Nigeria. So she left him with the kids, right? Which means she made this marriage decision. In my books, it's like, she left him, because he would have left her with kids, but she left him this time around with the kids. Do you think, like, that is, if you were the one, not if you were the one, what would you tell her? Are you like, oh, I'm so proud of you? Or are you like, why don't you leave your husband with kids?
That's a good question, bro. Thank you very much for that question.
That's how Timmy will answer that question. You ask a question straight. Thank you very much. Now, I'm like, okay. Okay.
I just got to the road back. Well, I think that's thinking about it here. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, somebody has to have the kids. Mm-hmm. Except if they're going to split it, you take half.
Oh no, someone has to have the kids.
Someone has to have the kids, right?
Yeah.
At first, I was going to say, that was just a play of selfishness. But like looking at the grand scheme of things,
if you say selfishness here, just to like dwell on that, it's the fact that if he had done that first, he would have left her with kids as well. Either way, she just played him first.
Yeah, like thinking about it, right? Obviously, now that I'm saying like someone has to stay with the kids, yeah. It's probably not as selfish as the way it is. I guess she won.
She's very smart. Like, I didn't think of it, but the fact that she could think and act on time. She didn't give him 1 week. She's like, oh, you won't leave me. You. Bye. She took her flight to Nigeria.
Don't you think that's already preconceived?
How?
Like, it's something she would have thought of a long time ago.
Well, either way, she's a smart queen. I wouldn't have thought of it. Like, if a man was late, I don't know where, God forbid, but like, where would I have been mentally? But the fact that she could think about that, I'm sure she probably called one of her friends and her friends, sure, yeah, Pesha, when you were signed, most people, you my rough flights there.
Well, how does going back to Nigeria affect the whole thing?
First off, if he divorced him, like I'm just thinking of this, the grand scheme of things, is that she would have left him with those kids. Probably their divorce would have even affected their papers either way, like of being in the UK. So it's like, first off, I don't want to be left alone raising those kids. I can't even do my laundry because Timmy's not at home. I have to do my laundry, I have to cook, and I'm complaining. You want to leave me with 2 grown kids? That's not going to happen. No. So you get me?
Yeah. I kind of get it now.
Yeah.
I think they should just like it fits her best because like she probably knew what to do.
Yeah, she's
At that
smarter.
point.
The guy was really thinking like, oh, let me. No, it's first of all, shout out to women that think like that, and it's like I have so much stories in that light because obviously I'm gonna say Timmy's name again. Timmy told me, yeah, she's not here, but I can call her her name. That's my Shayla. Okay, the love of my life. Okay, sorry, it's the actual love of my life. That's my love. Do I have a love of my life? We never know.
Bro, come on. You can't
Never gonna know. So it's like Timmy has told me another story about how this woman, she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Right? And obviously her and her husband were living in the house. But like the husband's brother had come to the house. And now I just want you to give me just let me know like, do you think they're right? Like, do you support them? But before we move to this new story, what do you guys think? Do you support the woman for leaving? Like for clocking the man's tea on time and leaving? Okay, Waju, do you support her for clocking the tea and leaving on time?
I support her for leaving. Well, if he was the one that was going to divorce her, then fair play to her. Like, yeah, she cooked that.
Paint like this, clock the tea.
Clock the tea.
This other hand.
Clock the tea.
No, you don't give me an accent.
Okay. I'm using your accent.
Clock.
Clock it. Clock the tea. Yeah, clock the tea.
I don't sound like.
If you're UK with accurate accent,
You really brought him. You're staying behind the cameras from henceforth. You're not going to see him again. I'm going to cage him behind the camera. Yes, well, can you clock the tea, please? Clock the tea. Okay, so now this other story. I'm going to ask you, clock the tea or you don't clock the tea. So this new guy, this woman, obviously. So as I was saying, her and her husband getting together, she's pregnant, right? So she's cooking for her husband, Her husband always eats like a particular piece of meat. Like he likes the thighs. He's a Thai guy. Be like a Thai guy here. I'm a wings woman. I love good wings. But yeah. So the husband only eats like the Thai. So that's how the brother that came to visit them, he now went to eat the Thai. That's of the husband, right? So then the wife like calls him out like, oh, why will you eat that piece? Like I kept it for your brother. That's the only type of meat that he used to eat. And then the uncle slapped her. And she's like, why did you slap him there? Like she's almost so bad, like she had to be in the hospital, right? Then she gets to the hospital. Then obviously her husband comes, and her husband is like, wait, tell me, what do you think the husband is gonna say?
Human beings are very unpredictable.
What do you guys think the husband is gonna say? Tell me what you think.
To her, I guess what would be appropriate is to like just console her and like.
No, he was an idiot. Close, but he was an idiot. He came there and he was like, why would you do that? Like, why would you tell my brother not to take a particular meat? He was acting off, like he was shouting at her, right? But the woman, as a smart woman, I love smart queens. I like women that think. Any top following play, I love you guys so much. Shout out to you guys. You make the world a better place. After he did what he did, right? She terminated her pregnancy and she fucking left him. I'm like, that's my kind of woman. Yeah.
Fair play.
So what do you think?
Yeah,
You clocked the tea. Are you like?
No. See, yeah.
Hey, clock it. You need to do the sign. You need to clock it.
Clock it. But like that's really outrageous, isn't it?
I know.
Because first of all, right?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of don't bring siblings into marriage and like even personally, when my brother like got married and he moved, and like they offered me like, would you come and stay? Like, please, I've closed. I can come and visit for a day, 2 days, but like now to even add insult on injury, eating the husband's meat. That's not even the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because like obviously the way I say it, since they're married, like they would prioritize each other. She wasn't wrong for doing that. But then come on,
it's like I'm looking out for you. because she will complain to me. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm telling your brother, like, don't do that. It doesn't make any sense. And you're shouting at, oh my, you're shouting at me.
That's disrespectful.
She, like, when I saw that she terminated the pregnancy, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I love, like, smart women. Because at that moment, I probably wouldn't have thought, but she's like, I'm going to leave you and I'm not taking that baby with me. Can we do a clock it? I need to see the hands clock it. What you clock it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Clock tired.
Clock it. No. We're going to clock tired.
Yeah, but that's clever actually though.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not even saying it from the point of like now, but like if that happens at this point, then there's more to come, no?
Plenty. If you don't feed this mother like this, who's sit on your neck and chop you? God, I go. No, it's crazy. And it really brings that. If the family member doesn't like you, leave that relationship. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your money. It's not worth your emotional stress. It's not gonna work out. And it seems like this dwelling decision questions that we're asking about is really like centered around the clocking it. But I have another one new clock it story. I love a smart women. Okay, so this is happening in Calabar, right?
Yeah.
That's on TikTok. So obviously this couple, they were happy, you know. We think it's nice because for you to get a woman pregnant, you know, you intentionally kind of did that, like, or even if you didn't do that, like you come to the terms of, yeah, you did that. Scary though, but you did that. So then they had the kids, right? I'm sure the man is like very uneducated and some shit like that. Cause they had the kid, child was in like 1 month, and then he kept saying like, oh, let's go to private room. You know, on TikTok, I'm like, private, that's new, private room. So obviously, I'm guessing you know what private room is. Like, they need to start doing the business, guys. The baby is barely 1 month, and he's like, you need to start doing the business. And the girl is like, that's not happening. I'm gonna wait for 4 months. Like 4 months has to be the deal before I start doing business. Which makes sense in like a typical world, right? But the husband is like, no, if you're not gonna enter a private room, that's how he says it, but private room, like, get out of my house. He throws her stuff out, he burns her stuff. You know, she sleeps outside. I really thought it was like, you know, one of the scripted things, but it doesn't look like it. And then one day, my smart collected queen, she left the house without the baby. I'm sorry, I didn't expect for that to be
Careful, you need to break it.
I know it's gonna hit here. Okay, but yeah, she left the house, and she left him with a newborn baby, and I'm like, then he's on TikTok screaming. He's like, go to the baby yard. Go to the baby yard. I'm like, oh. So do you think that's a clock it or no? You need to do the hand. You need to do clock it hand. If you agree, it's a clock it. Like this. And this clock it is sponsored by Tim. She has been clocking it.
Bro, I think for like, well, this is a reason why they will say you should choose between the beer and the man. Because like, which kind of human being is that one? Like, first of all, the even reasons like barely 1 year old or like 1 year plus.
The landlord came to the stuff. Like, obviously, they're living in a rental apartment. The landlord is like, oh, you need to let your wife in. He's like, no, she don't want to go private room. He's so proud of himself. He goes private room. I'm like, what exactly? And the girl is like, I'm not doing it because obviously she has a risk to get pregnant very quickly again. The baby is not even 1 month old. Like, what the fuck? The baby's still crying. How are you even gonna get a come off with a baby screaming in your ear? But he needs private room.
I think a lot of people need to be in the ward in Nigeria. Like
the ward, what does that mean?
Like, see where they keep patients, psychiatric. No.
That just brought me down to another topic. Another question someone had texted me. Shout out to how I'm texting me this. Yeah? So she texted me this thing. I don't know if you've seen the trend on Twitter where they're asking like, how did you know when you wouldn't date him?
Oh yeah.
So someone said when he had a card for Yaba lifts. And I'm like, That's very valid. You don't want to have a madman on your hands. And obviously it goes both ways, but like it goes both ways because he might not necessarily be a madman. He might just be someone like that has ADHD or is neurodivergent, one of those things.
Well, you don't want to stay and find out now.
Exactly. But then the annoying part was that Solomon Bucci had now like retweeted it and goes, oh, but the other day you people were upset because a man said he knew he wasn't going to marry her because she has PCOS.
That's cold.
Like, the fuck? And like, I've tried to explain it in my own head because I'm like, oh, PCOS is a natural, it's a natural disorder. Like, it's not like they want to be there. But I'm like, technically, him being in hospital is technically also like, it's bad. You get me? But like, I can't seem to find a bad. Like, I can't seem to say, I want to be on this side, the other side.
I think it's fair though.
It's fair, but still unfair. Women don't have PCOS because they want to. It's not their choice.
No, but people who are mad don't want to be as well.
Avoid a madman. No, because when a woman has PCOS, what's the worst that can happen? Emotionally, she's just going through it. Or like, it's within her. Like, it's more of a thing that she has to deal with. You get me?
Yeah.
It's within her. A madman affects other people. You get me? That's like, yeah. A madman affects other people. A madman will affect you. PCOS, what's the worst? Except you marry the person, okay, it comes to having kids. People with PCOS have kids. They stay so it doesn't really count. One day he's gonna slap you. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. He's not allowed to slap you.
So your eye don't see what you need first.
No, and that trend, it just really showed me like, I don't know, what's a crazy place, but
Yeah, to be honest, like I said that like I'm not picking my words because like a lot of people have something ending with ism, like just basically like we don't know it yet, but like they have to have something because like this ain't no way you're moving like that and like they have some.
I don't want the spectrum.
Like,
I feel like everybody's on the spectrum. It just depends on how.
No, I'm not even talking about like autism, like just something anyway. Isn't just something like
just a little bit, a little bit. Something's wrong somewhere.
Something's just wrong somewhere.
A little bit. You need to be fixed.
Like that's clear. Like you're not thinking straight, and like even the rash actions as well.
Yeah.
Like just burning her things, cause like.
No, he bought it, but I can't lie. Like the whole thing has been giving me because obviously she came back and like she's crazy now. She took his land documents and she bought it. I love a woman with a.
But you're biased though.
What?
Because if a man should do it, the man is crazy. But if a woman should do it,
yeah, that's obviously because women don't just react. To get a woman to react, you must have pressed her button. Like women are very, I don't want to say docile, but like it takes a woman a lot.
But don't think it goes both ways though.
No, men. Don't expose me to anger. I don't know, it doesn't sound like that. But yeah, men are like the first person to men get angry. Men lose their temper. Yeah. They're just crazy bunch. No offense, because I'm gonna get married someday. And I saw something, that regarding to me saying I'm gonna get married someday, it's like I say I don't like men, but I like my man. You understand me?
Yeah, so that
I love my man. Like except he starts giving me money, then I don't love him anymore. But do I have a man? You never know. Don't forget to shoot your shots today.
Oh, Jesus. This is feeling like some close-up advert.
But anyway, guys, that's like our journey decision. Did you enjoy our clock it section?
Clock it.
Clock it. Can you tell us to clock it?
Clock it.
Clock it.
Clock it.
But yeah, somehow. But yeah, that was like our journey decision session. So like obviously the video is going to come to an end. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. You know the routine, guys. But thank you so much, Waju, for coming to temporarily make my seat warm. It can't be warm enough like Timmy makes me warm.
Are you trying to say I'm the temporary replacement?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, what? You sure it was long term? You need to get back to where you've been.
I've been telling you since.
Since what?
If there's one thing I don't like,
what?
it's what I hate.
So today, yeah, we're trying to set off. Our party tells me if there's something I don't like. Exactly the way he said it. It's something that he hates. And I'm like, okay, how does that make any sense?
No.
How does that make any sense?
I'm not going to let myself be an option.
Okay. When you get to your girlfriend's room, you guys can do that. Here, behind the scene, you might be seeing his face one more time. You have an option to her.
No. I said so here.
Yeah, you're an option. Like, temporary option. Won't say he's back. You're gonna kick you up and take her seat back. But yeah, did you have fun filming?
Yeah. I think it was cool. Like most times I just sit there and just laugh to myself. Or I guess here I couldn't control the laughter. Just find everything funny, just laugh at everything.
No, but I actually crack funny jokes, right?
I don't know about that though.
What you on air? I actually crack funny jokes, right?
Yeah.
I don't like you.
Like you are like the most hilarious person I know.
So you're lying.
No.
Are you on that dress?
Are we still on air?
Yes. Are you on that dress?
No. This is my decision.
Okay, good. Okay.
God.
You guys had a fun time, but yeah, it was nice having you here because it was like crazy to have to myself. I'm happy that I could borrow some people on set to come and walk off set
For free. I'm just saying that.
But we paid you to be on set again.
No. That's not the argument here. That I am here on set for free.
Anyways,
Giving them my time.
tell them to follow us.
Follow us on Waju Photo Studio.
What you know?
Oh, 71TC Podcast and Waju Photo Studio.
I leave that to me to tell them, no?
Okay, sorry. Don't follow us again.
Okay, so follow Waju on Waju Photography. That's how you're going to follow us.
Oh, follow. Think about it. If you want to follow the 71TC Podcast.
You guys, let me know if I should have Waju here next time. I feel like the next episode we're going to record, I'm genuinely going to ask him what he thinks about us. We're going to get in depth, okay? We're going to know what he feels about the brand. And if he supports the brand, then we're going to cancel him if he doesn't. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So till next time, I'm your girl Mopo.
Waju Photo Studio.
And Tammy is your other host, but she's not here at the moment. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming this far. We love you guys so much, and we can see you in the next episode. Blood and kisses. Kisses!